AIMY shocked. Jungkook to host the biggest fashion show of his career. Hello Kpop idol. A moment before the unthinkable. There are moments in life that happen in silence. Moments when the world stands still. When every eye waits. When a single breath feels like the beginning of something unimaginable. And in that silence, a figure appears. He is not running. He is not smiling. He is not waving. He is walking. Deliberate. Certain. Unshaken. This isn't a music video. This isn't a teaser or a comeback. This is something else entirely. This is Jungkook. And this is a fashion show unlike anything the world has ever seen. From Golden Maknae to global visionary. For over a decade, Jungkook has been known as the Golden Maknae. A singer, dancer, producer, an icon of perfection. But icons, if they are true artists, eventually break the boundaries placed upon them. They don't stay where people expect them to be. They grow. They risk. They evolve. And now, Jungkook is not just performing on a stage. He is building one. He's not just wearing art. He is crafting it. The artist in the dark. What many didn't know is that while the world was watching his performances, Jungkook was sketching, designing, dreaming, while others celebrated sold-out concerts and global tours. He was sitting in quiet rooms with designers, stylists, and tailors. Not as a client, but as a collaborator. He wasn't just choosing colors. He was selecting textures that tell a story. He wasn't just approving looks. He was questioning their meaning. What does this fabric say about vulnerability? How do you show rebirth using only black? Questions like these shaped every thread, every silhouette, every show. The mystery unfolds. It started subtly. Jungkook began vanishing from the public eye. No lives. No updates. No music teasers. Just silence. And then, the sightings began. Paparazzi photos of Jungkook entering a Parisian design house. A blurry image of him reviewing fabric samples in Milan. Rumors of him turning down several major brand deals. Then came the cryptic teaser. A single photo. 2 polished black boots standing on a white floor. No caption. No date. No hashtags. And then, one word was whispered: Rebirth. The venue of dreams. The event would be held at Le Grand Palais Éphémère, Paris. A venue reserved for fashion royalty. But that night, it wouldn't be a palace. It would be a cathedral. Not of religion, but of transformation. Every wall would become a screen. Every light, a heartbeat. Every seat, a witness. Only 300 people invited. Every one of them chosen not for status, but for what they represent. Designers. Survivors. Thinkers. Dreamers. And a few lucky AIMY who had no idea what they were about to see. The collection, Rebirth. This wasn't a fashion show. This was a biography. Told through clothing. The collection, Rebirth, follows the emotional journey of a human being, from being controlled, to being lost, to finally being free. Look 1, a constricted suit with invisible seams, meant to reflect how society hides the pain we carry. Look 4, a jacket made of shatterproof glass, symbolizing the illusion of strength. Look 9, a white oversized coat with sleeves that stretch past the fingertips, representing the feeling of reaching for something you can't name. Each piece came with a name. Exile. Weight of names. Silence before the storm. Unfold me. But one look stood out. The final piece. The mirror of me. A suit made entirely of cracked mirror fragments. It doesn't reflect your body. It reflects your truth. Jungkook wore it himself. The song that can only be heard once. As the runway came to an end, the lights dimmed. Everyone expected applause. Instead, a soft pulse echoed through the room. And then, A single spotlight. There, standing in the center of the runway, was Jungkook. No background music. No auto-tune. Just him. He began to sing a song called Second Skin. Lyrics that spoke of wearing the wrong self for too long. Of smiling when broken. Of being told who you should be until you forget who you are. I wore your dreams. But they cut like chains. I wore your words. But they didn't fit. I shed them now. And step into my second skin. The room didn't erupt in cheers. It sat frozen, in awe. Many cried. Some gasped. Others closed their eyes and simply listened. Army's hearts shaken. The internet exploded. This wasn't a show. This was resurrection. I've never felt seen by fashion until now. Jungkook just created the most honest runway the world has ever witnessed. Millions of fans began uploading their own Rebirth-inspired designs. Writing essays, poems, songs, reaction videos. Universities added the show into their curriculum. Fashion critics rewrote their definitions of runway. And Vogue released an emergency issue titled Jungkook, the artist we didn't deserve, but needed. The industry responds, and trembles. Following the show, multiple legacy houses, Chanel, Givenchy, Dior, began quietly contacting Jungkook. But rumor has it, he declined them all. I'm not looking to enter fashion, he allegedly said. I'm trying to change it. Industry insiders are calling this the beginning of the Jungkook era in fashion. And one quote keeps surfacing. This was not a collaboration. This was a revolution. A legacy in motion. What happens next? That's the question. Will Jungkook create a permanent fashion house? Will he continue this journey? Or will he vanish once again, to dream up something even bolder? No one knows. But one thing is certain. He didn't do this to impress. He didn't do this for approval. He did this because he had something to say. And for once, fashion listened. Oh, the ones who dare to reinvent themselves. To the ones who are tired of roles. To the ones who are done being labeled. To the ones who are afraid to start over. Jungkook has shown us. It is possible. It is terrifying. But it is beautiful. To be reborn. To walk again, this time, in your own skin. This wasn't just fashion. This was emotion. This was evolution. This was Jungkook. If you felt something. If this touched a part of you that words never could. Like. Comment. Subscribe. Because this is only the beginning. And when Jungkook speaks again, the world will